If you're new to the channel, my name's Neil. If you've been here before, welcome back. Today's video is about the table saw and dust collection. I happen to have a Karcher vacuum cleaner underneath the compound slide. I've also got a separator behind that. Normally it's just plumbed directly into it, and anytime I want to use the saw, I've got to pull the saw out, pull the separator out, take the hose off the back of the compound slide, reroute it over to here on the table saw, and that always becomes a bit of a tiresome effort, especially when I just want to cut two pieces, you know, that sort of thing. So inevitably I don't connect it. I usually end up with sawdust and bits and pieces all over the floor. Well, I'm getting older. Guess what? Now I'm going to get round to it. I've actually started to organize my system. So now I have a short section of hose coming from the dust separator up to this fitting on the wall, which you can't quite see probably because it's too far away. Now that's got a female fitting on it. Now the compound slide, the Makita, has now got a short section of pipe with a connector so I can plug it in. That way now that's all plumbed in. When I want to use the table saw, I've now got a piece of section of pipe which I've just come across. I've joined two pieces together, not ideal. That will be replaced at some stage. I've got a piece of pipe which 40mm which won't quite fit the outlet. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to use my heat gun with a offcut of wood which I'm going to use to enlarge the PVC pipe. So I'll use the heat gun to warm the PVC pipe, get it nice and soft and pliable. Then I'm going to shove the piece of wood down the PVC pipe. And this is what I've got. This is just a plug from that actual piece of wood on the wall that I put the piping into. That's the leftover from it. So I've sanded it down on the old linear shield, which is over here. I've beveled the edges. So what I'm going to do is say heat the pipe up, this pipe up. I'm then going to shove this into the end of the pipe. Once it's warm, I should be able to push this piece of wood all the way down the pipe, I'm hoping to, until it's flush with the end. So once that's cooled down, I'll knock the piece of piping, a piece of wood out, and I'll flip it around and do the other side. So once that's expanded enough and cooled down, I should then be able to fit it onto the end of the hosing that I've got here. Okay, so once I've done that, we should be good to go. I'll tape it on and then we'll be able to plug it into there and into the machine, and hopefully no more dust or very little sawdust on the floor. So that's today's project. Okay, so let's get started. Yeah, not bad. Another minute or so. Then we'll shove the piece of wood in, let it cool down, and I'll bring it up a bit further so you can see what's going on. Right, let's grab the piece of wood, shove the piece of wood in. Okay, so the piece of wood is in it. Are we going to focus? Thank you. So the piece of wood is now in it. We'll let it cool down for a bit. So you can see it there. Once it's cooled down, I'll whack the piece of wood out, and hopefully we'll slip it onto the hosing, the ducting. I may glue it on, I may just tape it on. We'll see how we go. In fact, I'm probably tape it on, I think, at this stage, because I'm wanting to get some piping a little bit longer than what I've got, which hopefully will be in better condition rather than have a joint in it. Yeah, I may have to make a new one of these. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that for the moment with the piping. I don't want to glue it on permanently because I probably want to rip it off again. So that's where we're up to at the moment. So once I've got this cool enough, I'm going to shove it on the end of the pipe, tape it on with a bit of ducting tape, the grey stuff or the black stuff, whichever one I find quick the first time round. And then we'll have a go with it like that. Hopefully it all works okay. Hope you had a great day. And there it is. It's fitted on the hose, it's all taped on. It's a nice snug little fit. So I think that should be what we need. Okay, I'll catch you later. Bye.